Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. After long days, I'm hearing your voice.
Yes.
You're at home?
Yes, sir.
How is the condition there?
So, no corona patients are there, so it is better.
So yesterday we stopped at data protection. Yesterday we discussed about data protection, how to secure data, what are the different techniques. Before that we talked on etiquettes, digital footprint. So today we will talk on intellectual property right, IPR. What is intellectual property?
Sir,
Yes. Who is speaking?
sir, Vansh.
Once Vidyarthi. Yes. For last couple of days, I was thinking to ask you, but today,
So, sir, intellectual property rights are given to people who do some like blogging and novel writing,
no,
literature
no,
work.
no, my question is different. First of all, what is intellectual property? What do you understand by intellectual property? Yes, once tell.
Sir, intellectual property comes under work of literature and architecture work, which is given
Intellectualism
online.
means intellectualism means the work that comes from our intellect.
Yes, sir, that's
That work comes out from our mental work, isn't it? Mental exercises. So even you write a poem, it is an intellectual property. You develop a software, intellectual property. You
Yes,
sing a
Shamil.
song, intellectual property. You play a music, intellectual property. Writing book. These are all intellectual property. Whatever you do out of your capability, out of your uh, talent, inclination, your
Our own creation.
own creation. Yes. So all of these are intellectual property. Now, when there is a law to protect everyone's own creation, own intellectual property. If you have created something, if you have made something, you have the full right on your work. So basically, this is intellectual property. But there are various types of intellectual property, and the right means the full right must go to you if it is created by you. That is called intellectual property right. So there are four types of such intellectual property rights. One is trade secrets, another is trademarks, copyrights, and patents. The intellectual property right has been divided into four types. Trade secrets, and before that, just see the definition as just we discussed. The right must go to the creator who has created the this work, or from whom the work has been made, or who has invented. It can be literary work, artistic work, design, symbol, anything. So there are four categories, four types: trade secrets, trademarks, copyright, and patents. What is trade secret? In business, any business organization, every organization has their own strategy for the business, for the growth of the business, for expanding the business. what they think, what they do, what are the factors come under the plan, how the production will take place, what would be the quality of the production, what would be the design of the production, who will, where, who are the customers, who are the where the marketing will take place. These are all the strategies made by each company, each production department or production organization. So these are the secret things what they don't want to make it public. So when a company or any organization make a plan, that must go to its own. Always there is a big trade war always takes place across the world to leak the secrets and trade secrets of different companies to understand their strategies. Say Google is planning something to make a product because there is a big competition among these such big companies, either big or small. So many competitors are there. So always they are trying to defeat other, means each company is trying to capture more and more market. This is the philosophy of modern globalization or capitalistic economy. I don't want to discuss on that. That is different thing. And that is political economy or socio-political idea. Various ideas are there. Whether it is genuine or not, that is different thing. Education, health should be should go to the this. These are should it be the issues of means of earning money or not. Those things are there. Anyway, so this every company wants to get the secrets of their competitors, their what is their plan, what is their strategy. So those must be protected. If it goes outside, they can claim, they can make a claim over the other company. So to keep all those secrets, protected, this trade secrets is there. So it also comes under intellectual property right. That right must go to that company, very company who has made its own plan. So legally none can steal or get the strategical plan of the others. This is one thing. Next is trademark. Trademark, I think more or less everybody, all of us understand little bit. If basically these are not individual work, trademark is not individual work, it is an work of an organization. Say Maruti company has made a new car. So it has some mechanical specialties, some designing specialties, some various things are there. So if it is, its trademark is Maruti, this is Maruti's trademark. Other, say Tata is also manufacturing cars, Hyundai is also manufacturing cars. They cannot just take the same thing for their own production. This is specialized trademark given to that specific company of that specific product. If you are manufacturing some, if your company is manufacturing some mobile phone, the mobile phone has the trademark of your company. None can just make an image of that same mobile as their own product. If somebody does, you can lodge a lodge in even you can go to the court for judgment. So that trademark is the symbol of the company that goes with the product of that very company. So that is being protected from stealing or copying of the same very product. Next comes copyrights. This is hello, anyone wants to ask something? Copyright. Copyright is basically hello. Voice is not coming. I cannot hear you. Are you there? I'm sorry, I'm not getting your voice at all. Next comes copyright. Copyright is a kind of right that is given to the owner of that work. Say you have written a book, so you are the author, so the copyright must go to the author because you are the writer of the book. If you have composed a music, a copyright must go to you only. None can just take out of your book or of your music for his own. That's say the same text cannot be taken from your book for his own work. Or if you have composed a music, so that tune cannot be taken by others. If it does, you can complain. You have full right to make a complaint against it. So judgment will be given in favor of you. He will be punished. So this is basically personal. Copyright goes to the personal work. Owner of the intellectual property, legal right of the owner of the intellectual property. Copyright is a right to copy. Only your work, only you can copy. None others cannot. Authorized to one of the. So how it will be protected? It cannot be duplicated. It cannot be placed in the public domain. And one more thing, in India, recently the amendment was made that copyright is taken out after 60 years after the death of that very person, the creator, the author. After like Rabindranath Tagore, his write-ups, the copyrights have been removed recently because his demise was has taken place. I think it is about 63 or 64 years, 63 years. So after 60 years only, in India, it varies from countries to country. So in India, after the 60 years of the death of the author, the copyright gets removed. Then it is free to all, anyone can take and use it. So it comes under say like computer software, art, poetry, graphics, any musical composition, novel, film.
That comes under public domain.
Sorry?
It comes under public domain.
Domain, yes. If the author wants, he only can put it under the public domain. But unless copyright is not removed, it cannot be. Only with the permission of the author, It can be put in the public. If author wants, if you are the writer, if you want to put the book openly on the public domain, you can, but others cannot. Others cannot copy and put the PDF copy over the public domain. No. Next is patents. Patent. I think anyone could want to say something on patent. What is patent?
When a scientist from a company or a innovator produce a new design.
Basically, it goes to individual. It goes to individuals especially.
Yes,
Basically, it goes to individual. Sometimes it also goes to the group work as a group work. So if anything invented by someone, yes,
and then he has to patent his design or product from Government of India.
That innovation, if after after inventing the product, it is definitely that product must be a new one. After inventing the product, one needs to get the patents. He has to go through a proper channel, and there is an organization who examines, then gives the certificate that you have made the patent. Means anyone in the world wants to make that same product or want to get it, he has to take your permission. Without your permission, none can use as a new product. Now, none can make a product of the same. The patents must go to him. That is called patent. Full right of the product. So that goes processing, designing, composition, everything. Now, everywhere, in every country is trying to find the medicine for this coronavirus, COVID-19. Everyone is saying that we are very close to, many of the countries are saying. Few days back, I was listening, a few scientists in Oxford University, they are demanding that they are very close to 90% almost they have done. They have got the success to make the medicine. On few months more are required to get the final product. So let us see. Some Indian scientists are also there. They are working on it. In USA also, China also, in India also, they are looking for alternative medicine in Ayurvedic. Let us see. We hope that this medicine should come as soon as possible on the market. So, who will make? He will get the patent. I remember 10 or 12 years back, from one foreign company wanted to make a patent of I think ginger perhaps, or turmeric, most probably turmeric. So somehow they found that it has lots of medicinal value, but finally they could not get the permission. Patent, they cannot make the patent because in India for long years we are using this turmeric for different medicines. Though we had not made any such trademark, patents, but as it was being used in India for long days for home medicines, so the organization did not give them that patent. So they wanted to take the patent. So these are things. So this is intellectual property right, IPR. Next comes plagiarism. What is plagiarism?
Using someone else information without acknowledging them.
Exactly. Say you have written an article. You have written an article on a specific issue. That is very authentic article. In someone else finds the article and publishes in its of its own name. That comes under plagiarism. So there are various types of plagiarisms. One is complete plagiarism, one is source-based plagiarism, direct plagiarism, auto plagiarism, and various types. Complete plagiarism is what? When, especially it often happens in research work. Somebody is wanted to do some research work, and if he submits his paper, which is just a replica of another research work, just replica of the another research work, just what he did not do anything, just copied in previous research work. Maybe it was done 50 years back, 40 years back, 30 years back, 20 years back. He collected somewhere and same thing he published. This is called complete plagiarism. It's a big offense. Nowadays, many softwares are there, especially the big universities are using those softwares. If you copy even one line from any of the pre-published work, it will catch. Immediately it will catch. So complete plagiarism is just copying the previous work by your own name. Source-based plagiarism. In your work, you are giving some references, and that reference is not correct. It does not match. Your information, your reference, your notes does not match with the source you are mentioning. It is called source-based plagiarism. Or you are misinterpreting something. This is source-based plagiarism. As just somebody told, I think Swale was talking. I would not follow who was talking to me.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Swale, I could understand your voice. You are talking about that plagiarism that is called direct plagiarism. Somebody is using your text, but he is not acknowledging you. He is not referring you from where. That means he wants to pretend that this is his own work, but it is not the fact. He is referring you. He must acknowledge you. You must give a reference of the source. So this kind of offense is called direct plagiarism. Auto plagiarism or self plagiarism. Once you have mentioned, again you are just duplicating the same thing. This is called auto plagiarism or self plagiarism. Already once you mentioned. Often I see we find in the answer sheets, some students write the same answer twice, in middle of the page and in the end of the page. By mistake, if we give marks to the both of the answers, which are same and answer of the same question. Sometimes by mistake we do, but most of the times it comes in our notice, and we catch it. We then scratch that is offense in fact. Intentionally, you are doing that. Though often they say that sorry. सर अभी क्लास चल रहा है, बाद में बात करें सर. So this is called auto plagiarism. Accident, paraphrasing.
Atul Kumar do that.
Sorry.
I think one answer to.
Yes. Paraphrasing plagiarism. We took the other's work for in the name of my work, and we made the small changes. We made small changes and took it in my name. That is paraphrasing plagiarism. Could you understand? I took the work from others and made some changes and put it in my work. So this is called paraphrasing. This is also plagiarism. And accidental plagiarism. Plagiarism is plagiarism. Either it was intentionally done or not unintentionally done. The law will not excuse you. It is plagiarism. So accidental plagiarism also plagiarism. By mistake we did some work, and that is not my work. In fact, it was taken from other source. So that also comes under plagiarism. That is called accidental plagiarism. Well, so this is all about the plagiarism. Next comes open source software or free and open source software. FOSS. What is this? Anyone? Let me ask someone.
They are being not licensed.
Nandini Chaudhary.
Free.
Hello? Nandini Chaudhary is there? Connecting to audio. Nandini? Not responding. Rupal? Hello? Rupal? Rupal? No. Apurva?
Yes, sir.
Apurva is there?
Yes, sir.
Tell. What do you understand by open source software or free software, free open source software? Any idea?
Yes, sir. So it is a program. Those that have license that allow user to freely run the program for any purpose.
Sorry, once again. Please tell once again.
So these are the programs that have license that allow user to freely run the program for any purpose.
Well, Ashashvi from G.
Yes, sir.
What is open source software?
So that only that if certain people have the license, so they can use their program for any purpose. They can modify it the way they want.
Exactly. So open source software. There's some problem or what? Open source software.
So one can easily read an answer.
Sorry. Open source software, I think I discussed it in class 11 also. This organization was made, I think 15 to 18 years back, almost 20 years back, to make the softwares available for the common people. It is an international organization, and it is free to all, open to all. Anyone can join in this organization to support, to give, to render his or her contribution for any software development. So their planning is, their aim is, the objective is to reduce the authority or monopoly of the big IT companies over the IT market, over the IT field. So they wanted to make freely available parallel softwares what they are making for their monetary benefits. They want to make it available for the common people who can use it without any money, and more of that, even the source code is also available to all of you, all the people across the globe. So anyone can join and improve the source, develop the source, modify the source. This is the thing. I think time is going out. We will meet tomorrow again. Okay? Time is going out.
Sir,
Yes, still jaldi bolo.
last 2 days, sir, notes.
Yes, I could not. I'm sorry, but I'll how much time is left? Oh,
2 minutes.
okay, still few minutes are left. Today definitely I will do. I'm very sorry I could not do yesterday. Actually I was not here. I had to go somewhere else, so I could not do. I'm sorry. Today definitely after the class I will do it. Though I committed yesterday also I will do it, but I could not do. So anyway, so this is the purpose of this open source software. The softwares anyone can download, and there is small difference between free software and open source software. These are not same. Free software and open software, anyone knows it? Free software are those which you can download freely and use it, but you cannot make any changes. You will not get the source code. And open source software are those you can download, as well as you can the source code is also available to the user. So you have full right to access the source code and update the source code also. So this is the difference between free and open source software. This is often such question comes. What is the difference between free software and open source software? Free softwares you can download but cannot make any changes over the the source code. The source codes are not given, but in open source codes are also given. These are the advantages of open source. Hardware costs are very less, high quality software, no vendor lock-in, integrated management, simple license management, cost, no cost or lower cost. I would write no cost also, lower or no cost software cost. Abundant support, you will get support from every corner of the world, and consolidating and scaling means you make clean it, you may update it, you may remove all those unused or useless properties of the software. These are the things. So today we will end here. Tomorrow we'll start from the next topic. I mean, next point of the same chapter. I think 1 or 2 more periods are required to complete this chapter, to touch all the points. Okay then, thank you. See you tomorrow again. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.